Hi guys, welcome to the Weekly Voice on the 6th of May 2013. We are actually filming on May the 4th, so it's National Star Wars Day. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So Sophie Nightingale, thank you very much for letting us know that one.
National Star Wars Day.
Oh come on, May the 4th be with you, May the Force be with you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of the films, so I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, no.
How have you not seen Yoda?
I haven't seen any of the movies.
Yoda's awesome.
I want to watch all of them because apparently they are doing a new one.
Yeah.
And I want to watch it, but I can't watch it without seeing all the other ones. So I've got to watch how many 12?
I don't know.
Ridiculous amount of films. They better be amazing.
Oh, they are.
Are they?
Oh, come on. Where else are you going to see a guy who's 3 foot tall with an anorak? And also apologies. That is actually true. You see everything in commentary.
You see everything in commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Including stressed out journalism guys with head rolls in their hands looking very worried. That's basically. So, good week?
Yeah.
She says very unconvinced.
Just another week.
Just another week in commentary. So shall we crack on?
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's crack on with this.
Crack
on.
Ow.
That actually really hurt. I shall not do that again. Right. Big news of the week. In England, the UK, it was an election. Midterm elections this week. Just looking at the numbers, I'm already confused. So,
elections are confusing.
They are very confusing. I mean, it should just be really simple. We should try and keep it as simple as possible.
I tend to just sort of go away during the election times and live in a cave.
That's good.
Crawl back into the hole that I crawled out of, and then come back out when it's all over.
Can I join you?
Yeah, move in the cave.
But looking at the numbers, in general, I think it was, if I'm reading this right, it was overall the Conservatives who appeared to come out on top with 1,116 councillors and 18 councils declared. The big news story is UKIP.
They're creeping up, yeah.
They're getting a lot better. They're eating into the Conservatives' lead. And we were discussing this, actually, before we came on, before we were sitting in front of the camera.
They're fifth at the moment.
They're on their way.
Yeah, they're fifth.
And I think in time it will soon become, instead of just a 3-party race, it will become a 4-party race.
I hope so. I really do hope so. That'll make things a lot more interesting.
Yeah, we need more choice. We need more choice.
And I like them as well.
What is it about UKIP that you like?
I don't really know. I think it's their policies on immigration.
Okay.
And things like that.
What about it? What's their policy on immigration? Because I know absolutely nothing about politics.
I don't know. I'm not 100% knowledgeable about it, but I think it's basically they're a bit more. It's the reason they've been quite controversial. Is they're a little bit more tough on immigration than the other parties.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of looking after,
the sort of the British interest.
Yeah, our kind of interest, yeah. Without sounding, I mean, you can't say anything these days without being racist or offensive, and to a degree that's okay, but to a degree it's just getting ridiculous.
Mm.
I
mean, I would say I didn't vote. I mean, I could.
No, I didn't.
We are now of age.
Yeah, but I've been of age in 2 years.
I haven't even been of age for 1 year. You forget how young I am.
I know. You're still 18.
I'm ickle.
Oh my god.
Did you know me and Desi Johnson, who commented last week, one of our best buddies, we are actually the joint youngest in our year.
Oh yeah.
She's.
I feel so. I've been 19 for ages.
Too long.
I know.
Desi, annoyingly, is 12 hours older than me.
That's annoying as well.
I thought finally I can find someone who's younger than me, but no.
No.
As you could expect with this massive election going on, Twitter just went crazy, didn't it? It just went absolutely mental with this. And it kind of kept everyone up to date, which is good. It's what Twitter's for. And one of the things that's kind of relevant to me was that Derbyshire kind of lost their seat. The Conservatives lost Derbyshire.
Oh.
I think I will just double check that. Press the wrong button. Yep, Derbyshire actually. The Conservatives lost Derbyshire to Labour.
Wow.
Labour took Derbyshire from the Conservatives, so it was a big win. It was a big
But
win.
they lost by a lot as well.
Yeah, 43 seats
Wow.
to 18 in Labour's favour. So it's all happening. Like I say, one day I think it will become maybe a 4 or 5 party race in the end, but only time will tell. I don't think it'll matter too much this election because it's just a midterm by-election. I know I say just, but the big one I think is in 2015.
Yeah.
Which is the next general election.
Which we'll definitely all have to vote.
Yes, unfortunately. I will say, if anyone can hear any loud thudding on the audio,
yeah, what is that?
I do apologise. It is the very noisy people upstairs. I do apologise. Me and them will be having words. So if you can hear it, I do apologise. But if not, forget I said anything. So... That's what you get when you live in a place with very thin ceilings and walls.
You'll be having words.
I'll be having words.
Just go up there and have words with them.
Basically, I'll be like, please don't hurt me, but could you keep the noise down? Oh, come on, I'm like a mouse. I'm more mouse than man. Aren't I?
Mm.
You can say it.
When you get really annoyed, you can be quite
vicious.
Vicious. You know.
I mean, the owner, according to BBC News, is suspected of illegally adding more floors. So let us know your views. Keep your views coming in, guys. Particularly on the voting. If you voted this year for the very first time, which I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
I mean,
I don't know anyone who did either.
Neither do I.
Students don't really care.
No, who's going to listen to us? Well, obviously, you guys at the moment. Did you know how many views we got for
really,
last week's view? We got 8. Dessay became the 9th.
8. Oh my god, that's loads.
So we're getting there. We are on YouTube. It's my personal channel, Daniel Burton.
Mainstream one day.
We'll be mainstream one day.
We'll be viral. We'll be everywhere.
We'll be everywhere. We'll be like a disease.
Yeah.
Weekly voice of Titus. Or something. I don't know.
I don't want to get that. That's nasty. It's difficult to get rid of.
And our likes. Thank you again to everyone who's liked our page. We are now on 45. 45 likes. We're doing good.
That is good.
35 of them are my buddies.
Well, how come 45 people aren't watching the videos then?
What?
How come 45 people aren't watching the videos then?
I don't know.
They like the page, but they're not going to watch it. Well, they should watch it.
Do not insult our viewers, Jess. We need them.
I'm insulting the people that aren't watching. I'm insulting the opposite of our viewers.
Okay then.
So,
We
yeah.
just need the views. So thank you to everyone
do,
who's
yeah.
thank you to everyone who's watched
Who's
and
watching and
commented
scrap,
and
yeah.
everything.
So what else is going down? Oh, and I haven't got a hangover this week.
I know this is major news.
I've had one. It's major news. I've had one for every single show, and I haven't got one this week because I didn't go out last night. I know.
I
watched
literally
the film, yeah.
I nearly fell over from shock when you told
He
me
nearly
that.
fell off his chair.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, it is pretty high up here.
I didn't drink anything.
Calls herself a student.
Someone drank.
Not me.
What's that cider glass doing there then?
Okay, maybe I had a few.
What was that massive empty bottle of cider doing in the kitchen? Okay.
Me and my flatmates had a good night,
Someone
okay?
had a flat party.
We had a good night. So, onto our next story, getting back onto the serious stuff. I'm sure everyone knows about what has happened with William Roach, who, of course, plays
Yeah.
Ken Barlow in Coronation Street.
Yeah, he's been accused of rape.
2 counts of.
2 counts of rape, yeah.
And he obviously strenuously denies the claims, but, I mean, when I first heard this, I actually had to do a double take.
I know.
I really did.
me
I was
too.
like, this cannot be right.
It can't be true. Ken Barlow does not do that. I mean,
And like he says, this is a quote, I am astounded and deeply horrified by the extraordinary events. I mean, you would be, wouldn't you?
yeah.
I really couldn't imagine Ken Barlow, or William Roach to use his proper name. I wouldn't imagine it.
Being that person, yeah. Apparently, they say that he raped a 15-year-old girl.
Back in the 1960s.
Back in the day.
But, like, I mean, obviously now he won't appear in Coronation Street while the allegations are being
No.
sorted, while there's the investigation going on and so forth. But, again, he's probably one of the most well-known actors in this country, if not, well, maybe further abroad. I don't know how...
On telly, yeah.
I don't know how well-known he is elsewhere, but certainly in Britain he's one of our best actors, really. One of our most well-known actors. It's pretty shocking, but, I mean, hopefully it'll all be a misunderstanding, but there have been other instances, haven't there? There's been Stuart Hall, who is a well-known broadcaster, who's also in trouble. I think he actually got charged, I can't remember. But it's all coming out. It's getting a bit...
It has been... It's always really shocking when something like this happens, when something like this comes out about someone. It happened in the music industry.
all the
with
public
the,
eye.
Is his name Ian Westwood from The Lost Prophets?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's been accused of paedophilia and sexual abuse as well, which has been a really big controversy because The Lost Prophets are a really successful band.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say about this.
And like I say, keep your views coming in on this. If you believe Will Roach is innocent,
really
or
the only thing that we can hope for is that they find out one way or another, because that's when we can really give our views on it, because we can't really say anything now
At the
because
moment,
it hasn't been proven.
all we can tell you is that he is accused of 2 counts of rape, and he will appear before Preston magistrates on the 14th of May. So 10 days from now. Okay, we're going to stick with I say crime. This is a lot less serious than what we're talking about right now. But last week, do you remember this very spooky looking sign? The cycle thieves sign that stares at you.
Yeah, the eyes.
Yeah. Look at that.
Evil eyes.
That scares me every time I see it.
That is scary.
I want to say thank you very, very much to Benji Watson-Evans and Francine Loriman. Thank you for getting in touch with us, guys, who commented on that picture that I put up. Benji says, I can't even pronounce this, very Orwellian, after George Orwell, who of course wrote Catch-22 and 1982. He's going for the 1982 sort of theme there, with the Big Brother themes. I'm sure everyone knows what I'm on about, because I don't. Not so sure it'll do much to counter crime though, fair enough.
No, I don't think so.
Francine has written an essay. You can write my essay if you want for me, Francine, I will let you. The statistics have actually shown a reduction in the thefts of bicycles at the university, which was in Newcastle. So it can work, but only if the thieves actually have some morals. But yeah, the experiment shows that there was less theft of bikes from the places where these eyes were, compared with no eyes watching. But not sure it's a viable solution to crime. What do you reckon? Having seen that lovely sign again.
Well, if it's had a small impact, and that's good, but it might not be the only solution to.
No. I mean, we said last week you can't really eradicate crime,
you
can
can't eradicate crime.
It will never go away. But it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it is.
It is a step in the right direction. Okay, so on to Jess's favourite. You know what's coming next, don't you? That's the wrong button.
Sport.
You love
We
it,
just
really?
do 2 stories on sport.
Yeah, there's...
And then do another one.
I did have the snooker ready, but it's finished. Jess will be pleased to hear.
Yeah.
I'll just give you some latest scores that are coming in at the moment. Fulham are 1-0 down at home to Reading. Norwich Aston Villa is 0-0, as is Swansea Man City, Tottenham Southampton and West Ham v Newcastle. West Brom and Wigan at the moment are 1-1. QPR and Arsenal kick off at 5:30. But there's one story in our local area, Coventry, which is kind of grabbing all the attention, really, and that is the situation at the Rico. I think you know a little bit about this.
Yeah, this has been going on for ages now.
It's been dragging on. Well, it's been going on all season,
really.
really.
Has, yeah.
But Coventry City are planning for the future away from the Rico Arena. Why can't I talk today, Jess?
I don't know. Basically, they got kicked out ages ago, didn't they?
They did. It was after a year-long... It's dragged out
Debate,
all year
yeah.
because of rent and all of that stuff.
They failed to pay their way, basically.
And because they're a League One club, they struggled to actually afford the rent that they needed to pay, which was £1 million.
Yeah.
But if you compare that to someone like Manchester United or Chelsea, or even, maybe a mid-table club like maybe Stoke, who aren't that big, but they're going places.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. There's too much money involved in football now. Wouldn't you
really
agree?
Is. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, Francine, again, last week commenting about Luis Suarez being overpaid.
They definitely are overpaid.
And it's...
All footballers are.
So, we can only dream of owning £1 million, can't we? Which reminds me, I still need to check a lottery ticket. Let us know your views on the Coventry being forced to move away from the Rico next season. And hopefully they'll stay at the Rico, because it is a lovely ground. It is a beautiful football stadium, if beautiful can be used to describe a football stadium. It's a good ground, and I'm sure the atmosphere in there is fantastic.
I'll be going there soon to watch Muse play.
Yeah.
On the 24th.
Of course, I did forget about that.
Yeah.
So that's the sport. Jess will be pleased to hear. I will find out the snooker results and let you know at the end of the show. But Jess has been very busy on the old film front. So
not really. I've watched.
Over to you. You've been busier than me.
Well, I suppose I watched Cloud Atlas, a film that's been given a lot of really good reviews. There are so many famous people in it. Too many to mention. I actually can't name everyone. There's just so many famous people in it.
So it's got a good cast.
Yeah, it's got an amazing cast. And it's a really, really good film. It's an incredibly original concept. It basically follows about 6 or 7 different storylines from different times and different countries and different situations all over the world, all over the universe. One of them's on a different planet, and in millions of years in the future. One of them set like during the slave trade. And it's basically the moral of the film is that we're all connected to people in the past and the present. It's basically kind of touching on the idea of karma and the idea of reincarnation and the afterlife, because a lot of the actors play different people throughout
in different
time.
times.
Yeah,
It's good,
showing
actually.
the kind of connection between us all, and it all wraps up really well at the end. There's romance, there's action, there's sci-fi, there's just everything.
Horror?
Not particularly, no.
Oh.
But definitely going to see it because I've heard a lot of people say that it's probably one of the best films they've ever seen.
Fair enough.
So yeah, Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas. That's Jess's film of the week.
My film of the week.
Sounds really good, actually. It's kind of like you've got something for everything in there.
Yeah, it's really different.
It sounds really good. I might have to find this and watch it. My film of the week... I haven't actually been watching too many films. I'm going back to one that I've seen before. Just there, because I went a bit crazy in HMV with buying DVDs. I went a bit crazy. I bought 4 instead of 1. Whoops. Yeah, I went in for Life of Pi, came out with 3 others, plus Life of Pi. My film is Sanctum. One at the top.
Sanctum.
It's a good film. Not my normal sort of film, because again, most people know I like horror and all that sort of things. But Sanctum is more action stroke adventure. It takes place in a cave system. I think it's in Argentina. And it basically follows this group of scientists who go down to investigate this really deep underground cave system and how they kind of struggle to survive, really. It does hit you quite hard, I will say, in some points. When you watch it, you're thinking, wow. And the scary thing is, it's actually based on true events.
Wow.
They're the kind of films I do like. I do like those sort of films where they're based on true events. Another one based on true events is the Amityville Horror, which is, I think, one of the all-time great horrors. Also based on a book. So, so that's my film of the week, Sanctum. If you get the chance, go see it. Or buy it, rather, because it's not in cinemas anymore. Yeah, going back a little bit. I think it came out in 2009, I think. It's directed by James Cameron, who did, obviously, Titanic and Avatar.
Oh, okay.
So you've got a good director there.
Yeah.
So those are our films of the week. There is time for our local stories of the week. I've got one two actually, from Leicester. Good old Leicester, from my neck of the woods. I put the status up, thank you to Matt for liking that one. The King Power Stadium, which is normally used for football, is going to be turned into a rugby stadium for the 2015 World Cup. So there will be pool matches being played at Leicester's King Power Stadium. So get yourself down to that if you like your rugby. I know Matt Harrop does, and I know a couple of other people will be down there as well. Benji, get yourself down to the King Power, because I know you like rugby. So that's one news story coming out of Leicester. The other one, did you hear about the King in the Car Park?
No.
Richard III, you didn't hear about Richard III?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I heard about that. Ages ago. Old story, yeah.
They found another find.
Another find?
They found another find.
That
what?
really gives a lot of information away.
Keeping the suspense going.
Yeah. They found something else.
They have found something else. Dun dun dun. Yeah, they actually found a very similar sort of... I can't spell. Another... It was kind of the same thing as Richard III was.
They found a corpse. They found a body. Remains of
They found...
person.
Yeah. Here is... They found a fossil in Leicestershire, which... I will try and find it. Was found in Charnwood Forest, which is quite big. It's quite a big Charnwood Forest. It's quite a big part of Leicestershire. So they found a fossil in there, and... You ready?
Yeah.
Another car park find.
Wow.
And I have...
I mean, don't they excavate these car parks these plots before they build a car park?
I actually don't know, but you'd think
They
so,
really
wouldn't you?
should, yeah.
You'd think so.
Just to check there's no, vitally important historical artifacts or anything. Like before they plonk a load of tarmac on it.
You think that? This one is a 1700 or 1700 year old Roman cemetery.
Wow.
I will try and speak at some point today. The
archaeological.
Thank you. Find reports back to 300 AD.
That's amazing. Is it in like fairly good condition?
It appears to be, yeah. 13 sets of mixed Asian sex skeletons, and I don't know how well people will know the city centre of Leicester, but Oxford Street, guys. That's where it is, the car park on Oxford Street. For those of you who don't know anything about Leicester, Oxford Street is quite a main street. It's quite busy. I've been there, and when I saw it, I was like, I've been there. That's my claim to fame. I live in a place where they found Richard III under a load of tarmac.
Yeah.
I mean, I've actually been to the battlefield as well, Bosworth Battlefield. So that's
cool.
That's pretty cool. Anything going on in your local area that you
I
know of?
checked in Worcestershire. I don't know what's going on. Probably nothing.
Does nothing happen in Worcestershire?
No, nothing really ever happens in Worcestershire.
It's all Leicester finding car parks and
Yeah.
finding kings in car parks.
There's probably loads going on. I just don't know because I haven't been there in absolutely ages. I haven't been home all term.
You're terrible.
I know.
Actually, I can't talk really, can I?
I haven't been home in ages, so.
Last time I went home was for a badminton match. We lost.
Oh wow.
We lost 6-3.
I haven't been back all term, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay. I have actually found the snooker results. Jess instantly shuts off and
I think that's one of the
falls
most
asleep.
boring sports in the world.
I have to say, I don't normally watch the snooker,
Why
but
would you? Oh my god, it's like
I
using a
did.
pokey stick to hit the balls into holes. And it's just so, oh my god. I'm zoning out just thinking.
Are you
about
done? For those of you that are interested in the snooker, not I, Jess,
No one.
Ronnie O'Sullivan has beaten Judd Trump, and Barry Hawkins and Ricky Walden are 12 all. So that's your snooker update there. And Jessica.
Oh, I'm not laughing at that.
Nice.
So what else? Is that it?
So that's your snooker update. Next week, I will say, will be slightly different. We will be filming on Sunday, not Saturday, due to pressing university issues. You're not going to be here on...
I'm probably not going to be there.
Also due to pressing university issues. We have got a lot of work on at the moment.
We really have.
But I'll be here, definitely. Jess, quite possibly. It will be on the Sunday. But feel free to keep your views and everything coming in, because here on the Weekly Voice, that's what we like to do. We like to give you guys a voice.
Give you a voice.
Give you a voice.
That's why it's called that.
Indeedy. So that's it from me and Jess for this week. And have a good week, everybody. Stay safe.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.